Come out to the Hickory Christmas Show this weekend at the Hickory Metro Convention Center. Tickets available at the door or online at hickorychristmasshow.com.
The individuals depicted have been arrested but not convicted at the time of story postings. This information does not infer or imply guilt of any actions or activity other than their arrest. We make no warranty or guarantee as to the accuracy of this data.
Hello and welcome into the WHKY News Crime Report. I'm Ralph Mangum. A prison sentence has been imposed in a federal child pornography case involving a Watauga County man. Rob has the details.
Authorities say that they found videos and images in the defendant's library depicting children as young as infants and toddlers being sexually abused. The defendant admitted to authorities that he accessed the dark web to download child pornography. 29-year-old Jacob Elijah Kilgore of Boone has been sentenced to 8 years in prison and a lifetime of supervised release. The sentence was imposed on Thursday. He was charged with using the dark web to transport child pornography. The announcement was made by Dina J. King, U.S. Attorney for the Western District of North Carolina. Kilgore was also ordered to register as a sex offender after his release from prison. According to court documents and evidence presented at the sentencing hearing, in February of 2023, law enforcement determined that Kilgore was using the dark web to share over 150 videos and images depicting the sexual abuse of children. A forensic analysis of one of the hard drives seized during a search of Kilgore's apartment revealed that it contained an extensive collection of videos and images of child pornography, with a running time of more than 66 hours for the video files and approximately 55 gigabytes of storage space for the image files. On December 8th of last year, Kilgore pleaded guilty to transportation of child pornography. He is in federal custody and will be transferred to the Federal Bureau of Prisons upon designation of a facility. You can get more details on this case at our website, WHKY.com. Reporting for WHKY News, this is Rob Eastwood.
Thanks, Rob. 24-year-old Nicholas Enrique Salucio Jacinto of Morganton has been arrested by officers with the Morganton Department of Public Safety on a felony count of breaking and entering with intent to terrorize. He was also charged with a misdemeanor crime of domestic violence, driving while impaired, no operator's license, and an open container violation. On December 6th at about 2:20 a.m., Burke County Emergency Communications took a 911 call reporting that a female's ex-boyfriend had broken a window to gain entry into her residence on the 400 block of Burkemont Avenue. There, he assaulted her in the presence of her children. Officers responded to the residence after the suspect fled the scene in a white Jeep Grand Cherokee. Arrest warrants were issued for the suspect, who was identified as Nicholas Enrique Salucio Jacinto. About 30 minutes later, an officer saw a vehicle matching the suspect's description traveling on Burkemont Avenue. The officer attempted to follow, but the driver turned onto a side street in an apparent effort to evade law enforcement. The vehicle ultimately stopped at a dead end on Rhine Street, where Jacinto was taken into custody. Due to the domestic nature of the charges, Jacinto was jailed on a 48-hour hold. His first appearance in district court was scheduled on December 6th in Morganton. 48-year-old Heather Lynn Hopkins and 36-year-old Darrell Thomas Harmon, both from the same address on the Turnersburg Highway in Statesville, have been arrested by Iredell County Sheriff's officers. They were both charged with possession of methamphetamine, maintaining a dwelling for a controlled substance, possession of marijuana paraphernalia, possession of drug paraphernalia, and possession with intent to manufacture, sell, or deliver meth. Harmon was also charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. At about 7:30 p.m. on Sunday, November 24th, deputies assisted probation officers with a search of the suspect's residence. During the search, meth, marijuana, drug paraphernalia, and multiple firearms were found. Hopkins and Harmon were taken into custody. Hopkins received a $25,000 secured bond, while Harmon was held without bond due to his status as a released offender. Both suspects will appear in district court on December 10th. Hopkins has an additional court date coming up on January 8th. And WHKY's Arianna Mack has two from Caldwell with suspects facing charges for stolen firearms and assault.
A Lenoir man was arrested for possession of a stolen firearm. 37-year-old Andrew Lee Escalante of Lenoir was arrested Thursday by Caldwell County Sheriff's officers. He was charged with felony counts of obtaining property by false pretense and possession of a stolen firearm. Escalante was jailed under $25,000 secured bond in the Caldwell County Detention Center. A district court date was scheduled for December 9th. And a Granite Falls man charged with assaulting a government official, 47-year-old Henry James Good of Granite Falls, was arrested Thursday by Caldwell County Sheriff's officers. He was charged with one felony count, assault on a government official, and misdemeanor assault on a female. Good was jailed under $2,000 secured bond in the Caldwell County Detention Center. I'm Arianna Mack for WHKY.
Thank you, Arianna, and thank you all for joining us here on today's Crime Report. For WHKY, I'm Ralph Mangum, reminding you to keep it clean and to keep it legal.